Hey y'all, this is Audra Hicks, your Tennessee Realtor. I wanted to talk about decluttering your spaces today, so stay tuned because I put the real in real estate. So, this is a new year. Happy 2024 to everybody. Um, I wanted to talk about decluttering your spaces. When you declutter everything in your house, it makes pretty much people feel better about themselves, what they're doing, just feel much better overall than having a cluttered home. And not necessarily a cluttered home, you just might have a lot of stuff in storage or somewhere that you need to go through and do that. Maybe on a yearly basis, it would be a good idea. For us, during the year, we go through things and make sure, even on a yearly basis, that we go through things. We lost our home and everything. We owned to a house fire in 2015, and we lost everything pretty quickly. So we learned then that stuff is stuff, and what's most important are the people and the fur babies and the living and breathing things in your life that are the most important to you, not the stuff. So now everybody loves stuff. Sometimes we just have too much of it, and we say as a family, if it's something that's not sentimental that we want to keep for the long haul, then we need to get rid of it if we don't use it in a year. If you haven't used it the whole year, that means that you didn't need it. So somebody else may need it. You might think of donating, or you could go to Facebook Marketplace if you wanted to put it up at zero. People tend to come get that within like 30 minutes. We've found on things that we just wanted to get rid of and just free. We put it out there, and within like 30 minutes, we have so many people wanting to come get it, and somebody comes and picks it up in a short amount of time. So if it's a lot of stuff that you don't want to pay to haul off, because there are junk removal services which are great and help you out too, but if it's junk, it's one thing. But if it is a lot of good stuff that you just don't want to, you just want to get rid of quickly, then that would be the way to go too. So how to declutter? Some people just don't understand how to do it, and you start with one room at a time. What room do you want to start with? You could start off in your bedrooms. Get all the bedrooms done at once. Go through your closets, every dresser drawer, your side tables, under your bed. We don't put things under our bed, but some people do, and they like to have that as extra storage space. And it makes room for other things that you might get throughout the year that are needed. So start in your bedrooms, in your closet. We have a huge primary closet, and just go through all of your clothes. If you haven't worn them in the past year, you might need to think about getting rid of those. You can make money off of things that you are wanting to get rid of. Great way to do that, like I said, is on the marketplace and do that. If you go through all of your drawers and you have underclothes, maybe you haven't worn all the socks, or some of the other underclothes haven't been worn in a year. Maybe it's time to get rid of those. Make room for new things that you might get. And Christmas time, we end up getting things that we have no room to put in areas, or find a new spot for it. So you might get rid of something and get rid of the old and in with the new. So if you have scarves, extra hats, gloves, things like that, I tend to have a lot of those. I do love wearing my hats, and I have a hat of every color, I think. And then I have some that I wear more often than others, because I have a mama bear one, which we bought in the Smoky Mountains. Love that one, and it's black, so it pretty much goes with everything. Then after you get through with the bedrooms, then you move on to all the bathrooms. Go through everything in the bathrooms. They're pretty easy. Really, the bathrooms, we have a whole master suite or primary suite, and just I go through ours pretty much during the year and move and take things out. I'm pretty OCD, clean freak, germaphobe. So during the year, and my hubby loves to organize as well. So his shop, basement, garage that we've redone and made it into the obsessed garage, if you want to call it. Everything has place, and it's black and red, and so everything is colored with black and red theme. So, in your bathroom though, if you do take medications and you keep them in there, make sure that you go through those, take out expired medications and dispose of those properly. Any of your dried up fingernail polish, sunscreen that might be open and over a year old, you can't use that again for the spring or summer. Things that any makeup that you have, which I have a huge makeup area in our closet. So go through all of that as well. Make sure that you dispose of makeup that is old, because you don't need to be using makeup that is old anyway. And once you get through in the bedrooms, the bathrooms, all the bathrooms, make sure that you go into your kitchen next. Your kitchen, and you may start in the kitchen. Sometimes it's good to just start in the kitchen and then go to the bedroom and bathrooms. So you can mix it up. But in the kitchen, you'll want to go through your fridge and your freezer space. Any expired foods or foods that haven't been used or eaten, dispose of those. Clean out all the drawers. Organize them. You can buy organizers for all of your drawers and your silverware and things like that. Go through all your pantry. Get rid of any expired foods. Just because something says Best By date, though, of 12/31/23, that does not mean it's expired. If it is something, and some people don't want to eat food that says Best By, but Best By means it might not taste as good after that time, or might not be as fresh or crisp or whatever after that time. That does not mean that it is expired. So some snacks that you buy, we do protein things or whatever. If those have said Best By and they don't say expired, then Best By does not mean expired. Just want to clarify that. So if you have cookbooks in there that you never use, you might want to think about giving those to somebody that might use them. I know there's a lot of things that we love to cook at home, or I do, and my son got into cooking this last year and wanting to learn how to cook, so he likes to help me out in the kitchen as well. Hubby, not so much. He doesn't like to cook. He likes to eat what I cook, or me and my son cook, or whatever. But so I even cook for our fur babies, and then they have an Instant Pot too. I have the biggest Instant Pot, and so I've organized my kitchen to where I can put that away, and it's not out all the time. It takes up a lot of space. I know I've got a big kitchen, but still, I don't like all the things being out on counters as much as possible unless I use it more on a regular basis. But although I do use the Instant Pot, but there's a special place for it to go. So just try to organize your kitchen to where you're going to utilize it a lot easier, makes you happier while you cook and things like that. And store things, or if you have extras of it, store it to where you're going to find it or get to it easier when you need it. And then if you have junk drawers in your kitchen, who has a junk drawer in the kitchen? So we've organized ours to where we have 2 junk drawers, but hubby just told me yesterday he's going to move those 2 junk drawers so that I can have them again in the kitchen. And we're moving them to a specified junk drawer outside of our breakfast area, and there's a built-in desk that is there. There's a drawer that we're going to dedicate to just a junk drawer, but it's a pretty tall one, so it can take care of both of those drawers and give me space back in those 2 drawers in my kitchen. So looking forward to that. So anything that can be organized or done, it makes me happier. That's the way I am. I like to have things and know where things are. And the cool thing is me and my whole family are like that. So that's good. Now the pups are another story. Their little toys like to be strewn around, and we have to clean them up on a daily throughout the day and night, because we do have a robotic vacuum named Rosie, and we have a robot dog that goes around that needs floor space and don't need to run over stuff. So Astro is the robotic dog. So our home is fully automated, and then we have all the Jetsons type stuff in there. So the robotic vacuum needs to go around and clean and mop every day, every evening, and during the night while we're asleep. So we got to make sure all the fur babies' toys are up and put up, because our toddler that we have, he's 10 months old now, all of them are everywhere in every room, and I am picking them up because I am OCD all the time. And then our Stewie, all of his toys and stuff, you know, they're here and there. He doesn't get out as many as Sheldon though. So if you have plastic containers, I don't like plastic or do plastic, but if you have plastic containers and no lids for them, it's probably time to toss those out of your kitchen. And then the junk drawers that I was talking about, look through those, see if there's another place that you can put all of the junk in that drawer, or organize it. We have little organizers in there so it can separate the different things that we might need and find on a regular basis. Some of the things that we go to there for is like screwdrivers on a regular basis, instead of having to go down to the basement and get in his tools and get stuff, which we have to do anyway if we're doing big projects. Little tape measures to measure a project or whatever we might need to do. Just different things that are in there that, you know, scissors, just odds and end things. So then if you have like a home office, go through everything. For me as a realtor, at tax time in October again, when I'm doing all of that, I like to have everything done and ready, and I go through all of the paperwork and documents and get rid of everything, or get everything for the year before put up in a file. And then at that time I use to declutter any kind of paperwork, get things ready for the next tax time, because I think it's all year long that you got to worry about those anyway. So make sure that I go through things and organize it for anything that I might need for the next tax season. So that's a good time to do it if you want to do it in April and October in your home office. Do that. So, and then if you have your family room, your living room, studies, go to those next. But really wherever you are going to be as a family most, make sure that you declutter all of that space first. The attic can wait. It can wait till the last thing you do. If you have a walk-in attic or something where you can store things easily, sometimes you end up putting things in there and not going through it. Once a year, at least go through your attic and put it in Rubbermaid containers, or you call them Rubbermaid. Everything's Rubbermaid, kind of like sodas and Cokes and stuff, which we don't drink that either, but you know, go through all of that in the attic and make sure that you if you don't use it, that you get rid of it. You know, for us, we do have a huge building that we keep things in, and we just recently went through everything in there. We have an inventory program called Box Envy. So it's Box INVY. My son's an app developer and programmer, so Box Envy is one of those things that we have developed over the years to make sure that you inventory everything. We inventory everything once it arrives in our home. We put it at the pool table area, and that's like our little inventory area when we're not using the pool table. It's a nice cover we have on top of it, so it's used multi-purpose in there, and that's where we go through things, inventory it, you know, give Amazon its feedback, whatever, and inventory it before we ever use it. Once it comes in the house, if you go shopping at Costco or Sam's Club and it's inventory in the house, you want to put it in there first until I inventory, make sure that I get it all in inventory. Because you never know if there's going to be a tornado or a fire or anything that will take out your house. So since we have, you know, been through that before, we want to make sure that we inventory everything that we possibly can, and it keeps up with that. And you could give it over to the adjuster as well. So that's one thing that we do, and we like to put barcodes on each one of our storage containers. That way we just go up to that storage container and say, okay, I want to see what's in this one and this one, and then you know what's inside that box. So that makes it easy for us. So just wanted to talk to y'all about decluttering your spaces. I know that makes people happier when they declutter. A lot of the times when you see people that have way too much stuff, they tend to not feel good about things and want to mentally, it's just not good for you. Just really, it's mentally, it's not good for you to have everything laying around or too much stuff. It just, no matter what, it will wear on you mentally. So it could keep you from getting to your goals and what you want to do. So, you know, just make sure that you do that on a regular basis, or do it at least once a year, and make sure that you just go through things and either donate, find somebody that needs it, or sell it, or throw it away. Whatever floats your boat. So at least you get things good again for you, and helps your mentality throughout the year, so you can prosper and do good and you know, meet your goals and things like that. So again, if you like my videos, please like and subscribe and share with your family and friends, and I'll see y'all soon. Happy New Year, y'all. Bye.